Ever feel like you're drowning in the rush? Emails, deadlines, notifications, always something demanding your attention. And if you dare to pause, if you just sit and do nothing, guilt creeps in. Society has conditioned us to believe that idleness is laziness, that every second must be optimized, monetized, or justified. But what if that's a lie? What if doing nothing isn't a waste of time, but a lost art, a superpower? Today we're diving into the forgotten wisdom of idleness, guided by Seneca, Heidegger, and Bertrand Russell. We'll explore why these great thinkers praised the act of doing nothing, how we lost this ancient wisdom, and, most importantly, how reclaiming it can transform your life. This is your hero's journey, and the first step is unlearning everything you've been told about productivity. We live in an age of endless hustle. You wake up, check your phone, reply to messages, rush through breakfast, dive into work, grind through the day, binge-watch Netflix, then collapse into bed, only to do it all over again tomorrow. Sound familiar? You're not alone. We're stuck in a loop where busyness is a badge of honor. But is it? Philosopher Bertrand Russell warned us about this trap nearly a century ago. In Praise of Idleness, he argued that excessive work doesn't make life better. It robs us of our ability to think, reflect, and truly live. The world tells you that being busy equals being valuable. But what if the opposite is true? What if real value comes from stillness, from letting the mind wander, from idleness itself? You might feel resistance to this idea. After all, isn't idleness just procrastination? Won't doing nothing make you fall behind? That fear isn't accidental. It's been ingrained in us. We've been taught that rest must be earned, that every moment must be accounted for. Even leisure has been hijacked. We don't just go for a walk, we track our steps. We don't read for fun, we turn it into a challenge. We don't relax, we schedule self-care. This is what Heidegger called the forgetfulness of being. We are so obsessed with doing that we forget how to simply be. We fear silence, we fear stillness. But why? Because in stillness, we come face to face with ourselves, with our thoughts, with the deep questions we've been avoiding. Enter the philosophers. Seneca, the great Stoic thinker, believed that most people waste their lives chasing distractions, never realizing how much time they truly have. He wrote, "It is not that we have a short time to live, but that we waste much of it." To Seneca, idleness wasn't about doing nothing. It was about reclaiming time from pointless busyness and using it for something meaningful. Meanwhile, Bertrand Russell argued that a society obsessed with work breeds unhappiness. He envisioned a world where people worked less and had more time for art, philosophy, and reflection. He saw idleness not as laziness, but as the birthplace of creativity and wisdom. And then there's Heidegger, who warned that modern life alienates us from our true selves. We become so absorbed in distractions that we forget how to live authentically. He suggested that true being, Dasein, is only possible when we step away from the noise and embrace idleness. In idleness, we rediscover our own thoughts, our own purpose, our own existence. Science now backs what these philosophers knew all along. Studies show that idleness boosts creativity, improves problem-solving, and reduces stress. When the mind isn't occupied, it enters a state of diffuse thinking, the same state where Einstein developed his theories and where history's greatest ideas were born. A 2013 study found that people who took breaks and allowed their minds to wander were significantly better at solving complex problems. Another study from the University of California showed that idle moments increase neural connectivity, making our brains more effective. Doing nothing, it turns out, is one of the most productive things you can do. Here's the hard part. Embracing idleness isn't easy. The moment you sit still, your brain protests. You feel the urge to check your phone, to just do one thing, to escape the discomfort of nothingness. This is the ordeal, facing the fear of stillness head-on. Philosopher Blaise Pascal once wrote, All of humanity's problems stem from man's inability to sit quietly in a room alone. Think about it. How often do you allow yourself to do absolutely nothing? No distractions, no entertainment, just being. If the idea scares you, that's exactly why you need it. So, how do you reclaim this lost art? Schedule idleness. Sounds ironic, but if you don't carve out time to do nothing, the world will fill it for you. Block out moments to just sit, stare out the window, and exist. Ditch the guilt. Idleness isn't wasted time, it's restoration. Every great thinker, from Da Vinci to Darwin, embraced idleness as a key part of their process. Observe your resistance. When you feel the urge to fill the silence, pause. Sit with the discomfort. Over time, it becomes easier. Reclaim boredom. Instead of reaching for your phone in every idle moment, embrace the boredom. Let your thoughts wander. That's where creativity is born. Go offline. Disconnect from the digital noise. Take a walk without music. Watch the clouds. Let your mind breathe. You started this journey trapped in busyness, convinced that every moment must be filled. But now you see the truth. Idleness isn't laziness. It's a portal to creativity, insight, and meaning. Seneca, Heidegger, and Russell weren't praising laziness. They were revealing a hidden key to a richer life. When you embrace idleness, you don't just slow down, you wake up, you become present, you reclaim your time, your thoughts, your life. And in a world addicted to speed, the ability to be still is nothing short of a superpower. So next time you find yourself rushing, overwhelmed, drowning in busyness, pause, breathe, be still, because sometimes doing nothing is the most powerful thing you can do. If this message resonated with you, subscribe to Mirror Within. Here we explore the deep truths of philosophy, self-discovery, and the art of being human. Like, share, and join the conversation, because wisdom begins when we slow down,